The Burning Palace. Intense African drums and strings resound in the air, people moving in different directions engaging in their daily chores and duties. This is the way of life of this great people of Ubini. A grand palace, once the pride of the Ubini kingdom, now engulfed in flames. The sky glows red as the fire consumes everything in its path. At the center of it all, a man stands, his face twisted in anger and despair. This is Ogbebor, the younger prince, who has just set his own kingdom ablaze. But why? What could drive a man to destroy everything he once fought to possess? To understand this, we must go back to the beginning, to a time when the kingdom was at peace, and two brothers stood at the edge of a fateful decision. These were the glory days of this mighty kingdom. King Obanosa reigned supreme, and the kingdom prospered. He was always delighted to sit on the throne, surrounded by his two brave sons, Eradiauwa and Ogbebor. The death of King Obanosa. In the year 1816, the great King Obanosa of the great Ubini kingdom passed away, leaving behind a legacy of peace and prosperity. But with his death came chaos. Prince Ogbebor plotted with his mother, the favorite queen, and a group of loyalists in a dimly lit room. Ogbebor's mother, the queen, played a key role in his plot. She believed her son deserved the throne, and together, they rallied supporters to challenge Eradiauwa's rightful claim. The battle for the throne. The battle between the two brothers was fierce. Eradiauwa, though outnumbered, fought bravely with his loyalists. But Ogbebor's forces were too strong, and Eradiauwa suffered a crushing defeat. With no other choice, he fled to his mother's kingdom, Ewokhimi, to seek refuge. Eradiauwa escaped on horseback, looking back at the burning palace with tears in his eyes. Ogbebor, now the self-proclaimed king, celebrated his victory with his loyal elite forces. But deep down, he knew his reign was fragile. As long as Eradiauwa lived, he would always be a threat. The plot to eliminate Eradiauwa. New King Ogbebor's advisors came up with a sinister plan. They suggested sending two large boxes to Ewokhimi, one filled with money and precious pearls, and the other empty, to be returned with Eradiauwa's head. Ogbebor agreed, and the boxes were sent. The boxes were carried by a group of men through a dense forest undetected. But King Ogbebor underestimated the loyalty of the Ewokhimi people. When the ruler of Ewokhimi met with these royal messages and discovered the plot, he was furious. He intercepted the boxes and revealed King Ogbebor's plan to Eradiauwa, his nephew. He handed both boxes to him too. The ruler of Ewokhimi immediately met with Eradiauwa and discussed the plot to eliminate him by his younger brother King Ogbebor in a grand hall, surrounded by elders of the land. The gathering of warriors. With a giant box full of pearls of beads, he and Eradiauwa mobilized an army of warriors from neighboring clans. They were determined to restore justice and place Eradiauwa on the throne where he belonged. Warriors from different clans gathered, their faces painted for battle, and weapons in hand. The day of reckoning arrived. The mighty army marched toward Ubini kingdom, their war cries echoing throughout the land. The fall of King Ogbebor. Intense battle resounds from afar, clashing swords, and war cries echoes in the atmosphere. King Ogbebor of Ubini was caught off guard. His unprepared forces were no match for the well-motivated, united army of Ewokhimi and its allies. As Eradiauwa's army stormed the palace at Ubini kingdom, Ogbebor realized his reign was over. In a final act of defiance, he destroyed all the royal valuables, set the palace ablaze and took his own life. King Ogbebor stood bewildered seeing the burning palace, his face filled with despair, as he hangs himself. With Ogbebor's death, the battle ended. The people of Ubini rejoiced as Eradiauwa was crowned king, finally taking his rightful place on the throne. The reign of King Eradiauwa. Once again the kingdom's citizens were treated to joyful African drums and trumpet of celebration were heard. Eradiauwa's reign brought peace and prosperity back to Oda Kingdom. He rewarded the warriors of Ewokhimi and the neighboring kingdoms, and the people celebrated their new king with great joy. And so, the kingdom of Ubini thrived once more, a testament to the power of justice, loyalty, and the enduring spirit of its amiable people. This tale teaches us many lessons. It shows us the dangers of greed and betrayal, and the importance of standing up for what is right. It reminds us that true power comes not from force, but from the love and support of the people. And most importantly, it teaches us that justice will always prevail, no matter how long it takes. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the kingdom of Ubini. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales of courage, wisdom, and justice. Until next time, remember, the choices we make today shape the legacy we leave behind. Like this video if you enjoyed the story, share it with your friends and family. Subscribe for more epic African folktales.